Welcome to the Grace Down Podcast. I'm Jonas.
I'm CNC Don. I'm Mike the Explosive One, and he's
Mr. X.
Mr. X. Hi, everybody. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you,
Nice.
Jonas?
It's the end of the week. I'm doing
Is
great.
it Friday? Is it Fun Friday today?
Anytime Mr. X is here, it's a great day for me.
Are we doing a hodgepodge episode?
No, this is about,
okay.
well, it might podge, but I'm talking about Oracle today.
What's
And
Oracle?
not the Matrix movies, okay?
That's funny. What's Oracle?
It's a tech company.
What do they
and
do?
They laid a bunch of people off.
No,
30.
what they do before that?
Oh, tech. They just do tech stuff, bro.
Like AI shit or
Like tech.
They just a bunch of they're software, weren't they?
Yeah, they do
Oracle
software. They do hardware,
like
they do
big
all
HR software stuff,
Yeah.
and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah,
but-
they I think they said they had 160,000 employees. They're a giant company. They laid off 30,000 though, which is a giant fucking chunk.
Feels like a lot.
Yeah, and they did it because what they're doing is they're building AI data centers.
it's always that. It's always
well,
that.
the same reason Meta's about to lay off a bunch of people too.
Everybody is.
I think Meta's about to do it because nobody uses Meta's products anymore.
No, they're doing
They just
AI
shut
soon.
down the metaverse too. Did
Yeah.
we talk about that?
But I heard
did.
they were actually keeping it back up. They were keeping certain aspects of it back up. We did a podcast on it last week, or we did a podcast on
And we talked about it a little bit. So,
another company that was laying off a bunch of people. But yeah,
so
regardless.
the big issue is Oracle's one of those companies. They're huge. They've been around a long time. They have lots of super tenured employees, and they literally the email that they sent out, they laid all these motherfuckers off by email.
Oh God.
The email, the biggest parts of the email that were, they said, after careful consideration of Oracle's current business needs, we have made the decision to eliminate your role as part of a broader organizational change. The last line of the fucking email said, as a result, today is your last working day.
Insane.
And like some of these motherfuckers have been there 20, 30 years.
Jeez, that sucks.
And on top of it, the severance package they gave was only 4 weeks of salary plus 1 week per year of employment.
Okay, well,
And like other tech,
That's all right,
No,
right?
that's actually terrible because a lot of other companies are give 3 months and 6 months of insurance coverage.
You're
when
talking
they
about
wait.
30,000 people though here.
But yeah,
well,
but
a week per year is pretty normal, but the 4 week you said 4 weeks plus
4
a week
week.
per year.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard, I think.
But they said as far as like the other tech companies, it says Oracle's package is compared to other recent big tech layoffs. Block laid off his employees, gave them 20 weeks of salary, 1 week for each year of term, and they would get 6 months of health care, a $5,000 stipend, and an option to keep their work device. And Block is a hell of a lot fucking smaller than Oracle is.
well,
Yeah.
that's why they did it, right?
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
it says
Block didn't lay off 30,000 people.
yeah, it says Meta's layoff was 16 weeks of pay and 2 weeks per year for every year of service.
That's better.
And so yeah, I don't know, man, but here I guess, but then here's the problem: the job market's already ass,
It is ass.
and now there's 30,000 more experienced tech workers that ain't gonna be able to find a fucking
It's
job.
very interesting because let's say 10 years ago, tech is where you wanted to be.
Exactly.
That's what always
and that's
happens,
what
though.
everybody was dumping their
Yeah.
work, their life into
Yeah.
was tech. And
Because
now-
that was the future.
That's
That
the
guaranteed
future,
you
yeah.
a job, employment.
Like
Yep.
this is where the new stuff's going to come from. Like right now, I'll be like, man, I'm glad I didn't go into tech.
Well, and the other
Yeah.
thing, everyone said the same thing about coding, and coding jobs are going.
Coding
Like, I
are
have a
dead,
buddy
yeah.
who's
AI
coded
code-
for 20 years, and he quit his old job, and he had money saved up, so he's like, it wasn't a big deal for him because he like was prepared. But he's like, it took me 3 times longer than I expected to find a job, and he's like, I'm a little picky, but like, I have 20 years of experience, and it took me that long to find a fucking job. Like, let alone people who are just graduating school and all this stuff. And it's the same thing happened. Like, when I was younger, went for my associate's degree, everyone was like, go into computers. You'll have a job forever. Nobody gives a fuck about that associate's degree I have anymore. No one gives 2 shits about that I have a computer. I have a computer degree. No one cares.
yeah. No.
When it comes down to it, man, it's just that the AI bubble is going to pop. A lot of people
Oh,
in
yeah.
this tech industry are going to end up losing their jobs to it. And it while it is kind of sad, I'm at least glad to see is that these companies that are laying off a lot of people are giving them some sort of compensation. It would have been shit if they were just like, hey, you're SOL, you know, good luck finding a job. Treat them like the workers at the not the post office, but the airports or some shit.
Yeah, it's just crazy because it's already well. And the other problem that runs out is that like there's so many over experienced people, they don't hire them because they're too experienced.
Oh, the job market's. Oh, yeah. No, that's when you have 20 years of experience, you're suddenly you're getting to the point where you're too old to work there because they're like, no, we need somebody younger, fresher, and that's the way tech thinks too.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, I know a dude that he's a coder. He has, I think, 3 full-time jobs. He works from home and he uses AI to do a bunch of his work. And so he's gotten really good at like the coding work he does. He has AI do it and then he checks the work and makes sure, but so he can go do his other thing while AI is doing this. And then, you know, so basically he just keeps all the plates spinning. Dude's working literally 3 full-time jobs. Like it's crazy.
But he's only working probably 40 hours a week doing it.
Yeah. He works from home all the time and he works a lot. I think he probably works more than 40.
Well,
but,
yeah.
But
Well, that's it's that project-based life, right? Like, because there's people that I know that like, they in the middle of the day go play volleyball because their job is get the project done by X date. So
Yeah.
they don't have to be available.
I can work on this tonight.
They can work on it at 3 a.m. if they want to. They can go to Costa Rica and work. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because it's like have it done by the 24th, period. The end. Like, you know what I mean? And that's a good way to work, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So
I just think that this is a precursor to what we're going to see happen in the future.
Absolutely.
That a lot of people are going to be losing their job because the AI bubble is going to pop.
it's going to get worse and worse and worse.
It's only going to get worse and worse and worse. And it's only certain positions now that are not going to like rely on that.
Well, and no one wants to do the shit jobs either. So it's like people will
Because they don't pay.
go hungry rather than working a job that is like that will give them money.
But it doesn't pay.
The problem is they don't
Yeah,
pay, but also the shit jobs. You talking about the shit like coding jobs?
No. I mean
Or you
like
talking about,
just like taking any job,
cleaning
you know what I mean?
stuff up or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, yeah, no, I no.
Blue collar labor.
Well, I mean, and that's what's going to be left for people, right? It's like 'cause there's some stuff AI can't do, and it's all those
Yeah.
things. And by the way, some of those blue collar jobs are getting to pay pretty damn good. And if
Well, they have to entice people to want to do them now.
well that or you need it so bad, you'll pay whatever it takes, which is like plumbing, right? It's like you're not going to go dig up a sewer line.
Yeah,
I've done it. I actually have done it, and it sucks. It's like I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I'll pay that man whatever he wants. Well, I saw like
Exactly.
a thing online where like some like even some McDonald's are paying like $28-$30 an hour to work at McDonald's, bro. I'd work at McDonald's for $30 an hour, like because I just wouldn't give a fuck. I would go in, I'd work, but like
I
that
couldn't.
$30 an hour to work at McDonald's would be worth it.
And dude, when I saw that sign at Buc-ee's that showed how much a shift manager can make at Buc-ee's, I was like, I'm about to quit my fucking job. I went to college for this shit. I'm about to quit
Right, like
and
like
work at a fucking Buc-ee's.
a manager at Walmart makes like $125,000 a year. Or
They
something
make more
like
than that.
Yeah, like it's
a
like
real
bro.
manager makes way more than that. Yeah,
Yeah,
at a
it's like-
Walmart.
But
Okay.
it's like it is wrangling cats when you
It's a hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's not an easy job. It's
No.
that's not working at McDonald's
yeah.
flipping burgers.
It's
They-
wrangling cats,
They're
man.
earning that money.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, imagine, like, here's part of the thing: when you're a manager at McDonald's, every employee you work with is like 17 years old and doesn't give a fuck.
And
about-
yeah, and is going to quit at any time.
like literally, they're like, "Can I have Thursday off?" And you're like, "No." They're like, "I quit then." Like, it's like literally, you just have to bend over to them because
Yeah,
they will quit.
or you're constantly replacing your people. Like being a manager, at one of those places is a
and it's people management that they pay you that for. The
Yeah.
job isn't hard. It's just you gotta wrangle fucking teenagers who don't give a shit.
yeah. No one gives a shit that works there. That is
Nah,
accurate.
but I would definitely like if it came down to it, like if I lost my job and couldn't and went through my savings and like all that shit and I was like I need a job and like I could find a job working at fast food for like $20-$30 an hour, like I'd take some of that shit to make some money for a while till I found something else. Like I would go in and just not give a fuck. I wouldn't go in there and fuck off, but I'd like hurry up, Jonas.
I'll tell you right now.
I'll hurry
is
you
that, I know individuals that work in the healthcare industry, and when I see a person working at a fast food restaurant making goddamn near close to what those individuals make, it's a sickening feeling to me.
Yeah,
really
they're saving people's lives, and this motherfucker's frying chicken nuggets.
It's like like I know individuals who've gone to college, for years, and they had to take tests, and they had to pass government mandated tests to get the proficiency to prove they can do it. These people have to take certain amount of educational hours every year in order to hold their position. We're talking about doctors and nurses, and you're going to tell me is that a motherfucker working at McDonald's is going to earn close to what they're making? That is the most sickening shit I've ever heard of in my life. And I mean, I'm 100% advocating for these individuals because it's just not right. These are the people who worked during COVID, who got COVID multiple times because of their position, and yet the person flipping a burger is making goddamn near that money. That shit's sick. This is a job that can't be taken over AI. Eventually, AI is going to be flipping our burgers. They're going to be just some robot shooting out fucking burgers out of a chute through a conveyor belt like they have the automotive industry. I don't know. It kind of bothers me, but on the same note, man, good luck. I hope AI takes over.
It's interesting. I guess it's like dark irony that AI is first destroying the tech industry, right? All the people that came up with it, it's now destroying them first.
Yeah.
Like it's not taking my job anytime soon. It may someday,
Eventually,
but it's not taking what I do anytime soon. It's not taking your job anytime soon.
What are they going to do with all the people whose job it does take? And like I said, it's going to become more invasive, and it's going to end up taking over a lot of our jobs. Jonas, your job could be easy. I don't want to say easily.
Damn, bro.
I'm not putting your shit down, but I'm saying it could be.
No, I mean, I have an office job. I work at a thing. It's really actually funny that you say that. I won't go into the weeds about what I do.
Yeah.
But it's come up at work, right? And because I work for a corporation and I work in an office setting. But it's some of the stuff that my particular area does. It needs a human brain. Because it's like AI could do some of it, but it wouldn't be able to do it like a human could. There's other things that are rolling out in my company where they have said hey, we're going to freeze hiring and move some people around to different departments because my company didn't lay anyone off during COVID. They're very much against laying people off, but they aren't against saying, hey, we need you to take on a different job within the company.
Yeah, they'll do it.
Because
they'll do
we're
attrition and move people around.
Yeah, but I'd much rather have them come to me one day and say, hey, you have to do this job and keep my job and maybe hate it and leave the company and do something else than them saying you're laid off.
Do you feel like a nurse or a healthcare official, a doctor or somebody in that field, do you feel their job will be taken before yours?
No.
A nurse, I don't see how a nurse can be.
What's that?
I don't see a nurse. I don't see how a nurse could be taken.
A nurse's job?
Yeah, by AI.
We already have we've had websites that have where you can look up symptoms of an illness.
Well, I'm talking about nurses that are
in a hospital.
In a hospital that are administering IVs and doing that kind of.
It's a lot harder to take that job.
Yeah, anyone in the nurse is doing physical work. A nurse sitting behind on a phone bank. Answering calls, maybe.
That's not what nurses do, but all right.
Well, no, there's some that do. I used to know one that I dated.
Well, no, when they do almost like a telehealth, but you call it.
It's almost telehealth, but they're just taking calls for the doctor's office.
Yeah,
some of these big practices have nurses that do that.
Okay, I can see
that. Could be a little bit. I'd be a little more scared if I was that job.
Yeah. I think any job that has to do with something where you sit in front of a screen or you're just answering phones or something of that nature, you're compiling data. Those are the jobs that have to be concerned with the AI takeover. But when you're actually out there touching people or touching living entities, and you have to do detailed things that have to take human eyes, then that's a little bit more difficult. But the fact of the matter is that it's gonna become a part of all of our lives, and we all have to be a little afraid.
I mean, I think someday we'll get there. I mean,
what are
the Star Wars, the Star Wars medical bots that do all the you watch Star Wars and they work on the Luke or whatever, and it's androids that are doing that. I think someday, if you trained one of Elon Musk's little robots, I think it could do it. Now, how long it'll take humans to accept that? Oh no.
What's going to happen when the unemployment rate goes to 40%, 50%?
I don't think it'll get that high anytime soon. We won't
not
see that.
anytime soon, but AI is.
Well, and that's
if you
the thing I
look
start
at
talking
how,
about.
how bad it is now, it could get to that point.
You better.
That's
you
the
better
thing I
learn
start
to grow
talking
your
about
own
universal
food.
basic income and shit, and like it would turn into a thing where like if it gets to a point where there's just literally not enough jobs for the humans, that's when you start talking about like how do we provide food to people? How do we provide income to people? Because like at that point, people have enough free time they can do what they want. They can do jobs that they enjoy. Like people can volunteer and help with like
I see where you're going.
You know
with
what I mean?
this.
So
I see
like
where you're going with this.
it would become a more socialist society by default. Because if not, everyone would fucking die. Like I don't think.
Unfortunately, I think human nature is going to put us toward the die part before we ever
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
the
absolutely.
socialist part.
But you know, you'd like to see that, but
Not everybody's an entrepreneur. That's for goddamn
exactly.
sure.
Well, I mean, and part of the reason that I kind of do my own thing is like, if I need to, maybe I can ramp it up and like not have to. If they ever threaten to lose my job or put me in another job that I don't want to do, I
I mean,
leave
that's
that
good.
shit.
That's good for you. I'm talking about like just people on the whole, though. Like obviously, you guys are pretty well off, and I mean, I'm not hurting myself either. But it's still a fact of like AI is kind of taking over all the
absolutely.
shit. And if you do start your own business, but AI does it better, then like you're just gonna wither on the vine.
Well, and that's the good thing about the thing I'm doing on the side is like AI can't really do that.
That's good for you.
So, but like, what I mean? But that's how people have to think. Like, I have a job that can be taken away.
It can't work for everybody. Not everybody can make good business decisions or the best business decision. It's going to affect the people as a whole.
I mean, ultimately, where the true dystopian side of it is if people have to survive, we go all the way back to when there were no jobs and you subsisted in your own household.
Yeah.
And
it becomes
if
communal,
you live in New York City, you're fucked.
Yeah,
If you don't have some land to grow some food on, you're fucked.
Well, yeah, it becomes communal, self-sustaining, bartering, all those kind of things come back.
Yeah, it
Because
all comes back, and you better be somewhere where you can protect your resources and create resources.
I'm really glad you guys think that humans are that stable and that like,
Oh, no, it's gonna turn
holy
into
shit, I can't
chaos.
find a job. I better start growing potatoes. No, motherfuckers are gonna start robbing.
stealing. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah, that's where they
apocalyptic.
get. and
Motherfuckers
then-
are gonna start killing.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. Poor people, hungry people, desperate people do the crimes in this country. People who are well off, middle class, or even slightly below middle class are not creating these crimes, are not doing crimes, are not robbing, stealing, or any of this
Yeah,
stuff.
I
it is the
mean-
people who are desperate that do these things.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, people commit a lot of crimes because they're on drugs, but a lot of people commit crimes because they have to feed their family.
Well, that's a pretty wide spectrum of why people are committing crimes. There's definitely people that are that. There's people that do it because it's the easy way to make money. It's like I'm going to come up quick this way.
It's all they know.
Yeah, but
That's
if they
all
don't,
they
but
know.
they never have a choice, that's where you lean.
Yeah,
It's like I can starve or I can steal. If it came down to it, to me, man,
I don't
it-
think there's a lot of crime in the United States right now that is starve or steal. I think it's just like this is.
But
like
with the building of the AI bubble,
we
that-
could get there.
Yeah,
I'd
he's
see
talking
that,
about
yeah.
there's 40% unemployment.
Yeah,
It's going to be
40%,
starve
yeah,
or steal.
oh no, 100%.
I'm saying before people would think about, well, I better start planting potatoes in my garden.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna
because they
be
have no
like-
idea how to do that, right?
They're going to
Like,
be like, I'm going to steal this shit from Walmart.
our old society used to know how to. Like you learned how to do that because that's the only way you ate.
Yeah.
And they didn't put up with stealing. Like they just shot you on sight, and that was it.
Exactly.
That's
so,
yeah.
but anywho, that's all the time we have for this episode. Thanks for coming, Mr. X.
Happy to
Please
be
make
here.
sure to like and subscribe for Jonas.
TNT and
Mr. X.
We out.